This video will focus on gender of nouns and also on how this changes the words the and a. What is gender of nouns? We have gender of nouns in English, but we focus on natural gender. German has that too, sort of. The concept of gender is changing drastically in English, but here we are just referring to the gender associated with nouns, not people. For example, in natural gender, we have the categories masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural. In English, words that belong in these categories are the man, the woman, the book, the cell phones. In German, these same words belong in these categories: der Mann, die Frau, das Buch, die Handys. You can see in the chart that German has different thes for different genders. It is clear that the for masculine is der, the for feminine is die, the for neuter is das, and the for plural is die. Where gender gets confusing for German learners is when we learn about grammatical gender. In grammatical gender, we have the same categories of masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural. This time, I'm going to provide an English translation of the words that go here. This is not the same as above, where I have the English words that belong in these categories. These words here are just the translations of the German words that belong in these categories. The words the ball, the banana, the girl, and the children. In German are der Ball, die Banane, das Mädchen, die Kinder. So you can see that in German, the word ball is masculine, the word banana is feminine, and the word little girl is neuter. What? Why? There is no great reason why a noun is a certain gender. I'm so very sorry. There are some sort of rules. There are more than this, but for words you rarely use. So I've included the chart from the previous page so you can still see the categories. Masculine rules include male people and animals, all days of the week, months, most nouns that end in er, en, or, and all nouns that end in ig, ling, ant, and us. Feminine rules include female people and animals, most nouns that end in e, nouns that end in ei, shaft, height, kite, ung, ta umlaut t, on, ik, ie, enz, anz, and ur. Neuter rules include human and animal babies, verb infinitives turned into nouns, nouns that end in shen, line, le, erl, el, li, ment, ma, and tum. So why do I call these rules sort of rules? Because they only help a tad bit, and you would have to memorize them. So why not just memorize the noun? That's right. When you learn a new noun, learn its gender. It is not ball for ball, rather der Ball. Gender really matters in German, and when you learn case or adjectives, you'll sure wish you had learned gender because they all work together. So let's combine the charts. We have here the English translations and the words in German. So how do we say the for each of the genders? We've already done this. The word the for masculine is der, for feminine, die, for neuter, das, for plural, die. What about the word a? We have for masculine ein, for feminine eine, for neuter ein, and for plural keine. In German, we have ein Mann. I'm going to take this line here. Eine Frau, ein Buch, keine Handys. For German, we're taking this line here if you want to practice. We have ein Ball, eine Banane, ein Mädchen, keine Kinder. So what is up with the keine for plural? You can't say children. You can't say no children, or use other words in the family like my, like meine Kinder. So we need to know that the word would end with e for the other family words, the other words in the family. More info on kind is in the nicht kind video, and more info on meine is in the possessives video. How do you learn gender? Different ways to remember new vocabulary include flashcards. Include the word the to test your knowledge. You could also use colored flashcards and put all masculine on one color, all feminine on another, and all neuter on another color. Perhaps you remember well that all neuter is yellow or something. Make lists. I personally am a list maker. I write the English on the left side margin of a piece of paper and then write the German to the right. If I get one wrong, I rewrite it 10 times in red to practice. I refold the paper like an accordion, hiding just the area where I wrote the German answers. When the front is all used up, I fold the English part backwards and use the back side of the paper. This way I can use one piece of paper at least 8 times to test my words. Draw a house. Label the basement, der Keller, the kitchen, die Küche, and the bedroom, das Schlafzimmer. Now put words that belong in each room there by gender. Perhaps that will help you. Use an online free quizzing software and put in your new vocabulary. Test yourself once per day. These are just recommendations. Only you know what works best for you. One last helpful tidbit is that compound nouns take the gender of the last noun in the compound. If you see a compound noun, look up that last noun and you get the gender for the compound. We have a lot of words to practice in the next 4 slides. I did this in part as a way for you to practice your words, so that if you wanted to use this video to test your knowledge, you could. Here are a bunch of common nouns. What do these words mean and what is their gender? Pause the video now to try all of them on your own. The answers to this slide are here. Pause the video now to go over the answers on this slide. Again, this is more noun practice. Here are a bunch of new nouns. Pause the video to try to figure out the correct does for each of these nouns and what the noun means. The answers are, pause the video if you need time to go over the answers. Here again are a bunch of new nouns. Pause the video to test your knowledge on these nouns. Here are the answers for these nouns. Pause the video if you would like to write down the answers or double check your answers. Last slide. Here are more new nouns. Pause the video to try to pick the correct the and the definitions for each of these nouns. Here are the answers for these nouns. If you found any errors, I hope that my students will tell me in class, and if so, I will re-record this video. Otherwise, I apologize.